Hey gang, what's going on? Shea from the Shea Show. And before you say it, Shea, what happened to your hair? I thought you cut it all off. Come on, why are you playing? I would never cut all my hair off. I've been wearing waves lately. You guys know that, right? So it looks like it's been cut, but it actually was not cut, as you can plainly see. But tomorrow, it'll get back to that short look. But right now we're at Ed's house. Ed never seen the completion of his floors. So we're going to take you guys in, as well as Ed, to show him his floors and what we've done with the place thus far. I'm waiting for DTE since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's probably about 9:30 right now. It's like an all-day appointment. I really hate those. Really hate the all-day appointments. But we're here to get ready to get the gas turned on so we can get some things moving and grooving over here. So let's get ready to go in. All right. This is the neighborhood. Nice and slow. That's the way to do it. Y'all see that episode of the Flintstones? Nice and slow. That's the way to do it. All right, we still have to address the porch. What we're gonna do, we're gonna get some new rails up here. Now these rails, I'm not gonna worry about taking these rails down. There's nothing wrong with these rails. We're just going to paint them, make them look really, really, really nice. And of course, we got to redo this porch. The way I thought we was going to do it actually won't work. It will work, but it won't last long. So we're going to have to do it the right way. We're going to have to do it the right way. We just can't Mickey Mouse it. Now, the rails up here, that one over there, those don't seem to be too bad. The one right here, we're going to replace that. Well, you know what? The other ones is rotted too, so we're going to have to replace the whole thing. Let's see how rotted they are. See? This is my way of showing people what's going on. I have investors, I'm telling you, they think when I do these videos and all this extra running and things after hours, they think that's part of my fee. And it's not. It's not part of my first month's rent. And I had a conversation with a client who seemed to think all the extra stuff I was doing was just part of that. And I said, no, it's not part of that. Why would you think that? Nobody, repeat, nobody does this on this level. You can call any management company here, and they'll tell you they don't have nobody that goes out after hours to check on houses at 9, sometimes 10 o'clock at night, walking around the property, making certain that nobody broke in. If somebody did break in, we're going to handle it. So what I'm going to start doing for some clients is now, I said, you know what? You don't think you should be paying for that? No problem. You don't have to worry about me looking at your property or looking after them. I'm going to do the regular 9 to 5 like everybody else. We get over there and we'll secure it, and that's that. All right, anyway, Ed, check out your floors. Anybody who's seen this property from the beginning, when we first came here, it was really, really nasty. Really nasty. Look at it now. Look at it now. I got the music going on. I'm trying not to make certain that it picks up because these YouTube robots shut you down. We put that beautiful rosewood stain on these floors. As you can clearly see. And thank you to all the new subscribers who's coming in, who said they've been watching me for like a week or 2 weeks or a month and enjoy the show. I really appreciate you. You enjoy it because you watch all the old videos with me and Dave. Dave has passed away. I miss him so much. The show is not the same without Dave. But before he passed away, he said, Shea, keep going. I'm not going to be here, but don't stop. So Dave really was an amazing guy, really amazing guy. He was more concerned about the show than he was dying. He knew he was dying. He told me. He said, man, I'm dying. When he told me that, I just like got ready to break down. He said, don't do it, don't do it. He said, I'm getting ready to leave. He said, you going too? He said, but I'm just leaving before you. Keep things going. So I had to always make certain that I mention Dave all the time. Dave would be proud of this. He really would. All right, the kitchen. We showed the video with the guys tearing up the kitchen floor because it was really bad and rotted. And so here's the completion of the kitchen. Kitchen floor. Now, if you remember in the previous video, there was holes in the ceiling. Gigantic holes. You can't tell no more. Same here. It's a really, really, really big hole there. Really big hole. So that no longer exists. Okay. We're in the hallway. Showing Ed those beautiful floors. And a beautiful paint job. Compliments of Mr. Jason. And all electrical has been in this house from scratch. From Mr. Donald the electrician. All the wires was cut out of this house. Every last wire was cut out of this house. So it took him a minute to figure out what was running where, but he figured it out. First bedroom. Now, this room, if you guys looked at the previous video, he had to cut half the floor out because half the floor is missing in here, in the middle and in the corner, but you can't even tell it. Right here, from here to here, from here to here. We had to replace all the floor in here because there wasn't none in here, so we had to replace it. You can't tell though. You can't tell. Same thing over here. From here to here. We had to replace that too because there wasn't nothing in there, but you can't tell. All right, let's go on up these rooms here. Bedroom number 2 as we pan around. Try to make sure they go real nice and slow. And I also have videos of the guys working on the floor, sanding the floors down. They're in here for about a week working on these floors. Bedroom number 3. We had to do patchwork in all these rooms when it comes to these floors. These guys did a lot of work. And the floors is compliments of Mr. Chris, who also watches the Shea Show. You guys need to be here and smell this. When we first came in here, I'm telling you, you couldn't smell nothing but dog shit all the way through this place. Because whoever was in here, or I would say squatting in here, or just fighting dogs, whatever they was doing, it's just dogs. Ooh, the carpet throughout this place, and the smell and the stench in here was really, really bad. Really bad. We also had to put a new toilets in here, vanities, everything. Got some cleaning up to do, but it didn't have no vanity, which here it is here. Sam is getting ready, he's outside doing some work. He's gonna come in here and spruce it up. We had a new toilet. There was no bathtub in here, none. No tub at all. We put a little surround in here. Okay. Okay. Looking at my hair here. Got my hair all down. Let's see. All right. All right, let's go upstairs. We also put glass block in here. I didn't want to go back with the regular windows in here, make it a little bit more heat efficient, so we put glass block in. Check out the steps. You guys remember the steps, how they were? They worked pretty hard on these steps. Real hard. Chris did a really good job on these floors and the steps. I'm making certain that Ed sees all of this. I'm telling you, nobody else offers this. I'm the first one who started this video preview specialist stuff back in 2008. And there's been a lot of copycats since then. You remember how nasty this was up here? Now what we're going to have to do up here, because there was a boiler that was running this unit up here, this no good and all taken away and stolen and whatever they did up there. So we're going to have to put a furnace up here, but we're going to put the furnace in the attic. And we're going to have to cut some holes in certain spots, maybe one there, and maybe one over here, because this is a pretty big house. And one in the ceiling up here. This place has turned out really nice. Really nice. All right, let's take a look at this kitchen. This kitchen floor is messed up too. We had to rip all this. It was so rotted up in here. Everything was just falling apart in here. Everything. This is all new too. We got new windows. We got let me see. We had to put about 9 windows in this place. That's one of them right there. And there's another one yonder right there. See? I want them to see where their money going to. Okay. Bedroom number 1. I know Ed said, man, look at them floors. Ed, no. When he first came here from New York and he seen this place, he didn't have no doubt that I can put it together, but he was saying, wow, it's a lot of work here. It sure is. It was a lot of work. There's number 2. There's another one of those pretty new windows. And bedroom number 3. I'm basically focusing on the floors. There's another pretty new window over there. Another pretty new window over there. I want Ed to see where all his money is going to. Whew, this place was a lot of work, I tell you. I don't have to show you the bathroom. It's the same as downstairs. No toilets, no vanities, no tubs, nothing. Everything is new. Everything is new. As Donny Hathaway would say, everything is everything. Another pretty new window. Okay. If you notice the color of the stain is different, this one is natural because the steps didn't stain real bad. The dogs didn't do their business. That's why we kept it this color, because it was just natural. I wanted to do the whole floor that way, but the problem was the dog stain, the pee stain was so bad that had they done it like this, it would have looked nice, but you would have seen those big stains all over the place. But now you really can't see any stain because we went with that beautiful rosewood color. A different stain color to cover all those dog stains, which you can't even see now. You can't see them because there was stains throughout this whole house. So it cost a little bit extra to do this stain, but I think it was worth it to me. We got Sam outside cleaning up. He's gonna come in here and do his thing. You know, clean the bathrooms up really good. Wash things down. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Oh, Lord. You know what? Let me go back in real quick and show you. Then it will tell you. Then I can tell you why we're doing what we're doing. All right. Both units have back doors, which we're not using that anymore because the porch was falling down, which you'll see in a few minutes. So what I had Jason do was eliminate the doors going outside, out of sight, out of mind. So when somebody come here, they'll never even know it was a door here. There used to be a door right there to walk out on the back porch, which is coming down. We're tearing that down next. So you can't tell, upstairs and downstairs. There used to be a door right there. So we just drywalled it off, and you can't even tell there was even a door there. You can't even tell. Now I'll take you outside and show you why. I know, a lot of you seen it already. Hey, we seen that already. Well, guess what? There's a lot of new people walking in right now who ain't seen it, who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, who don't even know who I am and what I do and why I do it. And if you're new here, I'm Shea from the Shea Show, and we help investors from out of the country. Most of my clients are out of the country: Japan, New Zealand, Germany, Australia, the UK, Russia, you name a country, and I got them. Look at Sam doing this thing. We got everything is nice and boarded up. We got new security gates that we never had before, and new entry doors. Now I'm going to show you the back porch. This is going to be our third time coming over here cutting back these weeds and grass. It's like a jungle back here. If you got time, look at another video where my grandson was back here and took all this shit down. These Detroit weeds, something else. But it's okay. All this will be down again by the time somebody come in here. Just look at it now, you'll see. But here's the back porch, and this is why I blocked that off, because the porch is falling. And I just told Ed it's not worth spending the money to build another porch, especially porch is this small. It's not worth it. So we're just going to eliminate it. Call it a day. So that'll be coming down next. Probably within the next hour, it'll be coming down. Hey, Sam, say hello to your adoring fans.
Hello. Working.
That's where the working thing came from. Sam started that accidentally. We're working on a 10-unit building for Leroy, who lives in France, who owned that 10-unit on Wyoming. And him and Bill was cleaning up. Watch that video. It's funny as hell. Him and Bill was cleaning up. And I said, we're going to go to Sam and see if he can say, see you at the next location, because he will always forget. So I walked to him. I said, Sam, this is in the video, and we're going to do what? He said, cleaning it up. And I walked away. I said, no, Sam, you're supposed to say, see you at the next location. And then Bill says, I know it's see you at the next Shea.com show. I said, you done fucked it all up. So I walked away. I waited like 2 minutes, if that. Let's go back to Sam again. So I went back to Sam. I said, Sam, we're at the end of the video. We're going to do what? He said, working. And that's how the working thing started. And we got the working t-shirts with the Shea Show on it. It says working. At the bottom, it says the Shea Show. Check out this. The city's going to tear this down, but it's doing a good job of falling in itself. And when they tear it down, I advise Ed to buy this lot for $100. Look at this. Like ruins, right? This is crazy. So the thing is, if you go ahead and buy this lot, there's like 2 more lots here. So I figure he spent $300 and get all 3 lots. Fence it in, it would make this property look really, 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 really good. Not to mention when they start doing building, because they building homes around the Detroit area, especially on the west side. If somebody want to come and build a home here, they had to talk to Ed, because Ed owns a lot. So $300 can easily turn into $10,000 for somebody to buy a lot to build a home. So that's a good deal. It's a real good deal. Now all this stuff here, people across the street, one of these houses over here, put all this over here. That's what they do. They see a vacant house and they put all this stuff out. They don't put it in front of their house. So what they do, they find a vacant house next to them or across the street from them, and they do this. And the city turned around and sent us a ticket, thinking that we did it. There was nothing in this house. We did what we needed to do. All right, once again, thank you for tuning into the Shea Show. I really, really appreciate you so much. And if you get time, sign up for Periscope, where we'll be doing live Periscope, Shea Show Real Talks at nighttime, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Now, I don't do it every day, but I'm just putting it out there. If you go ahead and sign up for Periscope, get the app Periscope, go to your app store, download that app, get a username, and follow the Shea Show. and you can get in on a lot of good stuff that we're doing. And we can got Ron, Real Talk with Ron. Ron is in Pittsburgh. He's part of the Shea Show, and he does his thing normally from like, I think 8:30 to like 10. And the Real Jay South, who's in Arkansas, he does his thing at 11 to 12, also part of the Shea Show. So you can catch one of us at some point, and we're just keeping it real. We just talk about real things and real issues, and being a little funny at times. You got to really check out Jay too, because Jay keeps it so real. Let me tell you, Jay got to be the only person that trolls are scared of. Trolls don't like mess with Jay, because Jay will run you out of there and he talk about you so bad, the trolls behind the keyboard will start crying. And then Mr. Ron, he keeps it real. He's just laid back and just so chilled. So make sure you check out Real Talk with Ron and the Real Jay South and me, Shea from the Shea Show. So until then, we'll see you at the next location.